How do you encourage your subconscious to eat less? If it's constantly telling you to eat more.
So the understanding that's going to make a difference for any one person, and this is why this is so hard to talk about, because it's like the truth is there's no turnkey system that's going to make the difference for anyone, because people couldn't tell you what it is that their unconscious doesn't understand, or that their subconscious needs to know to make the difference, to have that paradigm shift. They don't know because it's not conscious. It's almost like you just have to keep trying things, keep learning, keep trying to learn more and believe new things and be open to having your mind changed. And you don't know that'll be one time, one thing will click and it'll make all the difference. It'll drop right at the time. And whatever you're doing, whatever you are collecting, they're just like seeds that you're planting in there, and then maybe it'll drop right just at the right time. And you don't know when, you don't know what experience is going to germinate that seed, but you just have to be doing the best to be working on your understanding. See the world in the right way. You must see the world right. You must understand the way that we are, and not have this distortion about being able to just control yourself and control all your thoughts and feelings and actions, because that you don't have the ability. You can will them sometimes in small ways, but ultimately you have to shift your unconscious space if you have any hope of continuing that forever.
Why are you so confident that the subconscious mind is what people are challenged by when it comes to weight loss and improving their health?
Well, I'm sure because everyone's failing miserably. 95% of people don't lose weight in the long term. 95%. Like, hardly anyone can do it in the first place. And then even the people that do, less than 5% of them keep it off. Less than 5%. Something's going wrong. But 5% of people do. So what's going on there? Right? It's because people just don't understand it properly. They have the wrong understandings, the wrong beliefs about it. That they just will the whole thing into being. You can't force yourself to do this, what you need to do forever, against your will. You have to get yourself on board, right? And what that means is to change your inner construction, your inner orientation has to shift. It has to change. Otherwise you can't white knuckle yourself through it the whole time for the rest of your life. It's completely unsustainable. What's unsustainable is not wanting to do it, is doing something you don't want to do forever. That's unsustainable. This idea of sustainable, it's not about that this action is or isn't sustainable. It's your desire to do it. When you want to do it, when you want to do something, you'll do it, and you'll do it forever. When you want to. But how can you make yourself want to do something? That's an unconscious thing. That's a subconscious thing. That's what we're trying to get to. How do you make yourself want to do something? You change the way you see it. You change the way you understand it. You change your beliefs about it. When you see yourself as a person who is fit and healthy, when your identity changes, your desires change. Your motivations change. What you're moving towards and moving away from changes naturally. When your identities change, what you value changes based on your identity. Right? It's like when you have kids, immediately everything you value changes. And so stuff like that changes, and then some people don't. Not always. That's the thing. So nothing is guaranteed. Some people have kids and then they just take off on them, and
some people have a heart attack and keep eating.
Yeah, that's right. Some people get lung cancer and they just keep chopping away, like they don't care. I know this fella who had a heart attack just recently, had big major surgery, had his heart ripped out of his chest and had it worked on and done all that, and then put it back in, and then he was good for a couple of months, but then he's just right back on the alcohol, eating lots of ice cream and sugar, and then just old habits die hard, because the values didn't change. They changed temporarily because of the pain that was there, but the identity didn't change. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. So values they shift around depending on what's happening. Right, maybe like you value health while you have a health problem. But that's different from an identity that says, I am a healthy person. That creates a deeper, more permanent shift in what you're moving towards and away from. And that's based on your beliefs about what you think that you can do and what's possible in general as well. And that has something to do with your experiences in life and your upbringing and stuff like that as well. But that's another conversation for